Getting straight to the point, we start the list with Volgarr the Viking II, a sequel to the acclaimed indie game released over a decade ago. Depending on the player's performance throughout Volgarr the Viking II, one of 6 different endings will be presented, including a secret final boss hidden in a certain level. Compared to the original, there will be new items and power-ups, along with a new list of bosses to be defeated, and accessibility options for those who need extra help. Volgarr the Viking II is a 2D action and platform game where precision is key, and one wrong move can result in a brutal death. Players of the original game will feel at home on this journey. Eden Genesis, a cyberpunk-themed side-scrolling action game, arrives on August 6th. In the game, players take on the role of the cyborg Leah, a young woman subjected to experimental treatment to find a cure for a fatal disease. To do so, she must unlock the potential of her mind and eliminate the corruption born from brain implants. Based on fast-paced action, Eden Genesis is a platform game where your reflexes will be tested. In addition to presenting environmental puzzles, the game introduces intuitive level design to favor immediate movements. The title will also include secondary maps, an accessible exploration system, precise combat, and a narrative focus. Shadow Generations is a new platform game that promises to combine the best of 2 worlds: the speed and agility of classic Sonic and the unique abilities of Shadow, the Black Hedgehog. The game offers 2 distinct campaigns, one starring Shadow with new abilities that consolidate him as the ultimate life form, and another that remasters the acclaimed Sonic Generations, with classic and modern stages and enhanced graphics. In the story, Dr. Eggman, in partnership with the mysterious Time Eater, seeks to rewrite history, spreading Sonic and his friends throughout time. The duo of hedgehogs will have to work together to stop this threat and restore the timeline. We can expect high-speed races, challenging platforms, and exciting battles. With the addition of Shadow, who has unique abilities like chaos control, the game can offer a variety of interesting mechanics, such as more intense combat and differentiated exploration moments. Bearnard is a unique game that blends platforming and turn-based combat. You take on the role of Bearnard, a brave bear who embarks on a journey to recover the legendary bow and protect his beloved forest from imminent threats. During this single-player experience, you will traverse various levels, face dozens of enemies, and solve physics-based puzzles. You can explore, find secrets, collect artifacts, improve your archery skills, and strategically use cards in your hand. The game will feature over 60 cards to use in turn-based combat, as well as mentally stimulating challenges for the bravest players. The gameplay will be complemented by pixel art graphics and a captivating soundtrack. Desvelado is a 2D platform game created by developer Valentin Zacharias and published by Vampy Games. In this game, you take on the role of Vampy, a vampire fighting against insomnia. Your mission is to turn off all the lights in the castle before going to sleep in your cozy coffin. You will face challenging puzzles and deadly enemies as you traverse carefully designed scenarios. The gameplay requires precision, as you must jump at the right moment, dodge enemies, and solve puzzles. Vampy can use a special trick, consume a red flame to give a boost and turn off a distant light. But be careful, you can only do this once until you find another red flame. The ghosts move quickly, so you need to be agile to overcome them. Aether is a 2D platform game set to be released on August 15, 2024. The story follows Aether, a space mercenary on a rescue mission in an abandoned ship. The goal is to retrieve vital data while facing dangers in 4 different biomes. The game offers a challenging platform experience where precision and timing are crucial. Aether can jump, climb walls, dash, and use a jetpack to navigate the levels. The game includes unique mechanics like zero-gravity pools, missile launchers, and more, which change how you navigate the levels. The narrative unfolds in 4 intense chapters, each with its own challenges and secrets to discover. You will face a variety of enemies, including mutant space insects, and overcome obstacles like zero-gravity pools and missile launchers. Aestik is a 2D platform and exploration game developed by Hooded Traveler Games, inspired by the Metroidvania genre. Aestik stands out for its unique visual style, with hand-drawn graphics that create a peculiar and captivating atmosphere. The game promises a rich experience in moral decisions, where the player's choices directly influence the unfolding of the story and the fate of the world of Aestik. The game is set in the kingdom of Aestik, a mysterious world full of dangers where strange and corrupt creatures roam. The player takes on the role of an explorer, who must unravel the mysteries behind the corruption plaguing the kingdom and restore peace. The journey is filled with challenges, puzzles, and enemies to be faced. The decisions you make have consequences, encouraging replayability to discover different outcomes and possibilities. The Eternal Life of Goldman is a new side-scrolling platform title that stands out for its beautiful hand-drawn visuals. In the game, the player arrives at the archipelago with the mission to kill the deity, a mystical creature that everyone talks about but no one has ever seen. To find this deity, you will need to explore the many secrets of the islands, discovering a place marked by tragedies and full of eccentric characters. Players can upgrade their staff with new parts and unlock abilities to explore the hidden corners of the archipelago and face incredible creatures. According to the creators, The Eternal Life of Goldman is the result of years of work by people who love cartoons and comics. The team's goal is for players to experience the same feelings they had when they played a 16-bit platform title for the first time. Shadow of the Ninja Reborn is the remake of the game of the same name released in the 1990s, known as one of the best games on Nintendo's first console. Among the new features of the new game is an expanded arsenal of lethal weapons, including caltrops and shurikens, in addition to 5 completely recreated stages and a 6th entirely new stage. The game's art has been modernized but remains true to the original 8-bit style, and the key illustrations and characters were created by Dynamic Productions, responsible for the original illustrations from the 1990s. In the story, the city is under the rule of the cruel Emperor Garuda, and only 2 brave ninja warriors dare to challenge him, Hayate and Kaide. For this, they will use their swords, bombs, and shurikens to face alone or in pairs the Emperor's fearsome army, composed of elite soldiers, agile ninjas, and monstrous robots. Guns of Fury is a retro-inspired action and platform game that combines elements of run and gun and Metroidvania. The game is set in the near future, where the world faces an energy crisis. When all hope seems lost, the famous scientist Dr. Klaus announces the discovery of the Tetracell, an incredible energy source. However, 24 hours later, he mysteriously disappears, and his laboratory is destroyed in an explosion. The president of Easton Industries is suspected of kidnapping Dr. Klaus and intends to use the Tetracell to create a new super-powerful weapon. You take on the role of Vincent Fury, a special operative on a mission to invade Easton Industries' secret research facility, rescue Dr. Klaus, and recover the Tetracell before it's too late. Iron Meat is a run-and-gun arcade shooting game that immerses players in a post-apocalyptic future overrun by the Meat, a mass hungry for iron that transforms everything in its path. Defeat bosses in retro-styled stages and discover the horror of experiments on the moon. Iron Meat is a tribute to classic run-and-gun titles of the past, with bosses that change their patterns during battle. With 3 available difficulties, players can prove their skills, where the hardest mode is rewarded with a more challenging boss. Various weapons and power-ups are available throughout the levels, allowing the player to adapt their playstyle and face enemies in different ways. A variety of enemies, from cybernetic soldiers to biotechnological monsters, each with their own attack patterns. The game also features intense boss battles. Well, that was the list. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.
To the face, I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face.